And at FIFA, we strongly disapprove, which is a closed shop, which is a breakaway from the current institutions, from the leagues, from the associations, from UEFA and from FIFA, which is outside of the system. There is no doubt whatsoever of FIFA's disapproval.
Well, our breaking news comes in the form of an announcement from UEFA. They say a UEFA ethics and disciplinary inspector has been a playoff between Benfica and Real Madrid yesterday. Further information regarding this matter will be made available in due course, but they have appointed an inspector to investigate the allegations of discriminatory behaviour, and we'll discuss what all that means a little bit later on this lunchtime. We'll keep you up to date on Sky Sports News.
Well, IFAB, football's lawmaking body, are meeting at a hotel near Heathrow today. It's the organisation's annual business meeting, and our chief reporter, Cavi Solokol, here to give us a bit of an insight. Cavi, good to talk to you. We've obviously been discussing VAR and being discussed.
Well, VAR is on the agenda, but our focus for the meeting really is on improving player behaviour. Now, what's going on as far as VAR is concerned? For the review is going on, led by FIFA, into VAR and whether any modifications need to be made. Now, the meeting will get an update about that review, but there won't be any decisions taken today. And part of that review may be, as first reported by the Times last night, players who've misbehaved on the pitch being sent off for. Also, something else that's going to be trialled more widely, I think, is having this rule where... So, to answer your question, yes, VAR is being discussed, but
A little bit of interesting breaking news from the UEFA Congress this morning. So there's an executive committee meeting discussing a manner of things, and one of those that we know to come from it, voting against changes to UEFA statutes, which means President Alexander Ceferin can...
I think it's looking likely that Gianluca Prestianni, the player at the centre of these allegations. What we do know is that UEFA one-match suspension, and it took 27 days for him to be found guilty by UEFA and receive a 10-match suspension. So UEFA moves really, really quickly. It's likely that Prestianni, who insists, by the way, that he's done he hasn't directed any racist insults at Vinicius Jr., unless they move quickly, then he will be available to play.
It is important to recognise our failings as well as our successes. We still have many problems to solve to make our sport a role model and a greater source of inspiration. The image of violence are unacceptable. With authorities' help, this cannot happen again. Never.
Right, some breaking news just into us. We told you that UEFA had suspended in the last few minutes. We've had confirmation from UEFA that it is investigating Coutts' conduct. The investigation is over regulations. A UEFA statement says this. A UEFA ethics. Further information regarding this matter will be made available in due course. So, yeah, there we go.
I have to be honest. This is what's really wound me up. I think it's disgusting what Jose Mourinho has come out and said. His comments are disgraceful. They really are. And then he gets abused. And he has to then go to the referee. For Jose Mourinho to come out and almost, say that he brings it upon himself, I think it's out and targeted. And I think his comments in reflection, I think he will regret them. I think he's made a massive mistake. And Vinicius Jr. didn't do anything wrong, in my opinion.
European football has been thrown into major uncertainty following explosive and unconfirmed reports that Sport Lisboa e Benfica have been suspended from European competition, while young winger Gianluca Prestianni has allegedly been banned from playing in Europe. According to circulating claims, governing bodies reviewed serious disciplinary concerns that led to sweeping sanctions. Reports suggest that Benfica's suspension affects their participation in European tournaments, including the prestigious UEFA Champions League. If confirmed, such a ruling would represent one of the most dramatic disciplinary actions involving a top European club in recent years. Sources say the situation escalated following an internal review and subsequent investigation into events that were reportedly deemed severe enough to warrant continental sanctions. While detailed official statements have yet to be fully released, the speculation surrounding the case has already triggered widespread debate across the football community. Prestianni, regarded as one of South America's most promising young talents, now reportedly faces a European ban that could temporarily halt his progress on the biggest stage. A suspension from European competitions would mean missing out on high-profile matches, global exposure, and critical career development opportunities. For Benfica, the consequences of a European suspension would be enormous. Beyond the competitive setback, the financial impact of losing European fixtures could be significant. The Champions League and other UEFA competitions provide substantial broadcasting revenue, sponsorship opportunities, and international recognition. Fans have reacted with shock and frustration online. Some supporters are calling for transparency and clarity from the authorities, while others are urging patience until full official confirmation is delivered. Analysts have pointed out that cross-border disciplinary rulings of this magnitude typically follow detailed